What up, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
world,
Facebook. Listen to the sound of my voice. I have a cool way for y'all to get free merch from us and support the channel at the same time. But this is what you got to do. All you got to do is, first of all, subscribe to the channel. Click. Don't cost you no money, right? Just click. Hit the bell.
Yep.
Free, right? That's step number one. Step number two, leave a comment. It don't matter what you leave. It could be the letter C. It could be the fire emoji. It could be the crown. Whatever emoji you want to leave on there, just leave an emoji. Step three is up to us. All we're going to do, we're going to put you on the drawing. Now listen, you can put your name on as many videos as you want. The more videos you leave a comment on or emoji, whatever you want to leave, the more times you get added in the drawing, right? You're going to draw your name, and we're going to send you the merch. Simple as that. Real easy. All you got to do, follow those steps, and we will send you some merch, all right?
Subscribe for the very latest. Subscribe for the very latest.
Let me make it clear, no confusion. Anything I'm on, I abuse it. Gave y'all the realest, no illusions. Pound up the tracks, leaving lyrical contusions. Lumped up, grimy flow, worse than a lunch truck. My niggas monsters, after that monster, dollars are nothing. Riding my brother, I discovered you can't trust niggas. Lust over bitches, they crush. Envious ways, greed for riches. Drugs, flood they system, lack enrichment. So ambitious, don't show discipline, nigga. Take what you tell me to the grave. I got principles, nigga. Talk too much on your timelines and reels. There's a fine line between what you say and how you feel. Actions, always allow the truth to be revealed. All these hymns out to me is better concealed. The element of surprise, they saw yours coming, but they ain't know nothing about mine. I'm a don. Renaissance project been done. Got to let the swarm finish. Got respect for beehives. Stink daddy like my pen on a page. My head spinning like 360 ways, trying to exercise the demon venom. I just stop and save, doing my best not to let the beast out the cage. Told my whiz if I do, these gon' be the last days. World War Arena, I'm center stage, still a long way to go. Only got a few grades. My motto is still better days ahead. Let me travel faster than energy. Be mindful of what you promote, or ask God for clemency. We add lives to enemies. Just know this is not satire. I'm too mature for infancy. Feeling me? Mugs, Dawn and the $5 and nothing freedom, road rider. Better days ahead is the movie, you already know you follow. Show discipline, nigga.
This question, I'm gonna say this to both of you. I'm gonna ask this question: does loyalty still exist in the NBA?
I don't think so.
What is the loyalty?
So we talking about, and I'm just generally speaking, a player who stays with their team, or it could be something simple as not even just staying with the team and sticking it out, but sticking through the contracts, like the contract that you signed, the obligation that you have to, because a contract is an obligation, right? It's something that you looked at, you like, oh, you know what? Hey, this is good.
It's a contract. Yeah. Let
me sign it, and I'm gonna ride out with my team. We shake it, we handshake it. Does that still exist? Is that something? Now, I'm not talking about for any player,
Superstar.
right? I'm talking about the superstars of the NBA.
I don't think so.
Why? Why do you say that?
I think people are mostly. I think winning is what really matters a lot to a lot of people, especially players. So I think a lot of them want to chase the bag. They don't care about what it takes to try to build up something to, like, have something like consistent or like build up some kind of legacy. I think honestly, they really at the end of the day, it's going to fall down. I think really just about them, and I don't think it's about the team or anything like that. I think it's about to them how much money they're able to pull in, and how many championships they're going to make, and to them championships are going to equal more money.
Walt, what you got on that?
I think it's a little of both. There's definitely superstar players that still want. It's not as much, but there's still some that still want to stick with the team, like Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal. They're both players that are very good, superstar-esque, and they both have made it clear that they do not want to be traded. They want to stay with the team that they got drafted with and win a championship with the team they got drafted with. The thing is, when you, in the NBA, when you stick with the team that drafted you, that team can give you the most money if you're a supermax player. Another team can't offer you more money when you're a supermax player. Now, you can, when you finish your contract, another team can sign you to more money. Right. But only your current team can sign you to the crazy, crazy, crazy money. That's why everybody's tripping off Russell Westbrook, because OKC paid him all that money. Yeah. But when it comes to, as far as like, I think it's a little both, because like when you look at KD, I think KD's a very good example. KD, no one liked the way that he chose to go about winning. Going to the team that beat you, and then winning, and then winning 2 championships, but, there is some people that are like, all right, but any player can do that when they become a free agent. We hating on KD, but we over here acting like he wasn't allowed. He didn't, like, he broke a rule or something like that. Maybe he broke an unwritten rule, but he still went over there and they dominated the league for 2 years. And like easily, even like going up against LeBron put up a crazy effort, but it was just him. So at the end of the day, I think the superstars, like the best of the best premier players, a la LeBron, there's KD, Kawhi. Those 3 guys, in my opinion, are like the best players in the league. I think those guys are like in the mode of, they're getting older, they're in their 30s now. They want to win a chip to make their legacy last. Because at the end of the day, they already have the accolades of points per game and MVPs, defensive player of the year, stuff like that. Now it's all about building the legacy. How many championships can I get? How many rings can I get? And LeBron, you can say that LeBron is the main one who does that. But the thing about LeBron, like I was telling you before, Clint, because he is that good, he can control that narrative wherever he goes. I'm Team LeBron. I'm LeBron. Right. If you're coming with me to play with me, we are competing for a championship. It's not about LeBron. It's not about the Lakers versus the rest of the league, or the Cavs versus the rest of the league, or the Heat versus the rest. It's about LeBron versus the rest of the league. Right. And that's what Kawhi and KD are getting into in that phase too. That they're so good that they're competing with other franchises, not just other teams and players. You feel me? I feel like that's where it's kind of going to. But don't get it twisted. There's still very much value when you draft a good, talented player like a Giannis or a Steph, and you for real invest in that talent, and you let it build, and you let it, and then you build a team that wins championships on top of championships. Like there's different ways to do it.
That's why I feel like that's how it should be done. I mean,
I'm with you 100. But when you like, the best way of doing that, I think, was done already in the 90s with the Bulls. Yeah. And when you had a player with the LeBron talent, with a team that gave them the Warriors kind of support, and then you dominate the league. But when you have, and they did the same thing with the Spurs did the same thing, and the Warriors are doing that now. A la the 2 teams that LeBron James kept on going up against. I'm saying it's a more complex league now. You feel me? There's different kinds of players and styles that fit into this game now. It's not you don't have to just if you have a guy that's good, you don't have to just build the talent. But if you do have a guy that's good, you can just build the talent within the team and then still be able to create. It's like, I think all the way back to what we were talking about earlier, Oscar Robertson, for real, a player has the choice to for real be able to carve their destiny. And I think that's why overall, I'm with the players having that kind of power. Don't abuse it.
Right.
Oscar, I'm gonna tell you, Oscar translation. Oscar said, "Listen, I ain't nobody's slave no more.
That's what it's about. Man.
I ain't nobody's slave. I need to be able to go whoever I want to play with. I want to be able to go there and play with them. You don't own me. We are a partnership. We play this game together, and I should be able to go wherever I want to go with, and to play whoever I want to play with. So it's just what it is. I'm a part of the league. You don't own me. I'm a part of the league."
That's the key part too, because just remember, these franchises, if your leg bust,
right? That's it.
It's ACL gone. Not every team, not every franchise gonna do you how the Warriors did Steph.
Right.
The Warriors
and Clay
and Clay, because they kept getting injured. Not every franchise gonna do you like that. When
but
you get hurt,
that's building up, a legacy. That's building. That I think that was and part of that. They built a team. They built something. It was more than just like, you are a star player, you are a talent. We're just looking after our interests. It was something because they built something there. That's why I feel like it.
But here's what you gotta understand though.
He's valid, right? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was about to say you gotta understand, like, these teams are owned by these old billionaires, right? Like the culture, the way the ownership of the Warriors is different.
Exactly. That's literally the Clippers. The Clippers are a perfect example. Had that racist owner for I don't know how long. Then they get my man Steve up in there. This dude, hype energy. Now he got literally one of the best teams in the league. And it's about the franchise and the owner for real investing into the player the right way and being patient. Most teams, you either don't get the talent, the money, and the patience and the basketball knowledge. Most teams don't got all that.
Right.
Most teams got 2 out of the 4. But I just think that right now it's really in the hands of the players, and I think it should be at the end of the day.
But and our industry, I know it was a good conversation going on Gilbert Arenas' his podcast. He has this podcast called No Chill, and
he's real good.
Yeah, Gilbert's is very smart, very intelligent guy. Right, exactly. And he was talking about basically like how. See, the thing about it is that these commentators, the way the commentators get on the players about not having a ring. So he's like basically saying like a person that in his whole career he scored 9,000, 6,000 points, 2,000 points, and he has a ring is put ahead of a person who probably scored, had all types of crazy stats. The person who got the rings most of the time they get the bag, they get the opportunity to go to great teams. Because the stock is high on them because they won that chip. But if you don't got no ring, a lot of times it's just, you kind of fall to the wayside. And J.R. Smith was on that podcast, and he made the statement. He's like, yo, I love Dame Lillard, but he's like, yo, you gonna really rot? You gonna rot in Portland? Because nobody wants to come to Portland. Think about all the teams that won chips. Everybody came to Jordan. Everybody came to the Lakers. They came to them. They wanted to play there, but nobody wants to play in Portland. And it's just what it. I mean, unfortunately, that's what it is. Now, listen. Dame is my guy. I hope he stays in Portland. But I really hope that somebody comes and get him some help. But it's just a murky conversation because you see how people make fun of Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Oh, because he ain't got a ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be that. So and that's what that conversation was had. But y'all leave a comment. Let us know what y'all think about, just the NBA as a whole. Leave your comments about Bill Russell as well. Once again, RIP to Bill Russell. Bill Russell. Yeah, Bill Russell. I'm making sure. I'm tired. I'm making sure that I'm saying the right name because I'm exhausted.
Most definitely.
Most definitely.